How to figure out any major scale. I assume that you are aware about these 12 notes of music. A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G and G sharp. By knowing these notes, you can easily figure out any major scale using the major scale formula. If you are not aware about these notes, please check the video called Introduction to Music from 7 minutes 30 seconds. Link is given in the description below. All you need to do is pick the 7 notes in the following particular order out of the 12 notes. 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13. Learn this sequence by heart for major scales. First one being the root note, that is the note of which you wish to find the major scale of, and 13th note being the same as the first note but on double the frequency. For example, out of these 12 notes, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, and back to A. If we have to find out the A major scale, we'll count the notes 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13th. The A major scale: A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp and A. These are the 1st, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 12th and 13th notes from the 12 notes. But we just follow the sequence of 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13. Now if we want to find the C major scale, let's look at the notes. The same 12 notes over here, and again, but this time we start the count from C note, taking C note as our first note. And if we go for 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13, we see that we find these notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. Also, you'll observe that only in C major scale you won't find any sharp or flat notes. That is the black keys on the keyboard, and hence teacher preferred to teach C major scale as the first scale to all the students. Therefore, to find out the major scale of any note, consider that note as the first note and follow the pattern of 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 13 out of those 12 chromatic notes. One more prominent method to find out the major scale is using the intervals. In this, W stands for whole note, that is 2 notes apart, and H stands for half note, that is 1 note apart. And the formula is like whole note, half note, whole note, whole note, whole note, and then finally a half note. In this, they calculate the intervals between notes, whether it's a whole note interval or half note interval. For example, in a C major scale, you'll see that between C to D there's an interval of 2 notes, C, C sharp, D. So it's like C sharp and D. D is the second note. So again a whole note interval comes over here. Between D to E, you'll see D, D sharp, E. So D sharp, E. E is again a second note. So again a whole note interval happens over here. Then between E to F, E, and then immediately comes after that an F. So it's a half note interval, like only 1 note apart. From E to F, F is just the next note from E. So it's a half note interval over there. Then between F to G, you'll see F sharp, G. G again is the second note, so a whole note interval. From G to A, G sharp, A. 2 notes apart, whole note interval. A to B, A sharp, B. Again 2 notes apart, a whole note interval. B to C, B immediately next is C. So only 1 note apart, that is half note interval. Anyways, I feel students find it a little confusing to understand this concept of interval, and hence I'm skipping it for now. The earlier one was just a formula that you can rote learn. It's 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 13. Again, I'll repeat 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Just need to by heart this, and you'll see from wherever you want to start, just follow this pattern from the chromatic notes and you will get your major scale.